Uh, Hello everyone. Very good afternoon to all of you. This is Ashwin Ramani, your research analyst at SBI Securities. I hope I'm audible and I hope you all are able to see my screen. If you all can give me a heads up in the chat box. अगर मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है, स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है, तो आप मुझे एक बार चैट बॉक्स में कमेंट करके बता सकते हो, so that I know you all are with me live in the session. Uh, नमस्कार राकेश जी, आपको भी गुड आफ्टरनून. If you all are there live in the session, do let me know in the chat box. Sridhar ji is your hi, Sridhar ji. All okay? Okay. So as you can probably make out from my voice, I'm suffering from a terrible cold since yesterday, and मेरा पूरा गला अटक गया है. And I'm not able to talk as much as I can, but I'll try to be as audible as I could, for this session. So I hope am I audible? If you all can let me know in the chat box. I'm having a bit of sore throat, and that's the maximum that I can talk. I can't go beyond this today. So let me know if I'm audible enough. Okay, great. So let us start off with the mid-market session today. So before we start, beware of the impersonation scams, guys. So there are a lot of fake individuals, WhatsApp groups, websites that are still misusing SBI Securities brand name. So look for communications that only comes from the verified sources. Don't fall for any communications that comes from unverified sources. Okay, please look for that blue tick mark and only trust communications from SBI Securities. Don't fall for any traps. Don't share your personal details or your OTP or any individuals that comes and messages you saying we offer this tip service for a guaranteed return. That's definitely a scam. SBI Securities doesn't indulge in any of these things. And in case if you get any such messages, do call our helpline at 6854 5555. Okay. Okay. So let us start off with the mid-market session today. So talking about an update on the global markets first. So the US markets saw some profit booking on Friday. Dow Jones closed around 0.51% lower. S&P 500 closed around 1% lower, while the Nasdaq closed around 1.7% lower. So we could probably see good amount of profit booking happening on the tech heavy Nasdaq. If you look at Dow futures is up 0.31%. So we can expect a flat to positive start to the US markets today. If you look at the European markets also were under a bit of profit booking on Friday. Germany was down 0.45%, London was down 0.56%, and France was down 0.21%. If you look at the Eurostox 50, that is up around 0.31%. If you look at the Asian markets, even the Asian markets are seeing some profit booking, or they are under a bit of selling pressure. None of the Asian markets are in green. So Nikkei is down 1.3%, Hang Seng is down 1.3%, Kospi is down nearly about 1.9%. So that's the worst performing Asian index. Shanghai again, it's down 0.48%. Nifty and Sensex have relatively been trading flat, though there is some traction that we saw probably in the last 1 hour. But nevertheless, Nifty is down 22 points. We are just above the 26,025 mark, while Sensex is at 85,200 at the current juncture. If we look at the year-to-date return, guys, I think we are just closing in on 2025, another 15 days to go. If we see which of the indices have performed well in the last 1 year, so Kospi has been a major outperformer, that is South Korea. So Kospi has given a return of nearly 71% until now, followed by Hang Seng, which was up around 31%. Nikkei was up 27%. China was up 18%. So clearly we could see that the money has been flowing out of India. and probably moving to the other Asian markets like Kospi, Hang Seng, Nikkei, and China. US markets also did relatively better. Nasdaq was up 20%, S&P 500, Dow Jones in the range of 14 to 16%. Euro stocks, the European indices also had a good 2025. They were up in the range of 17%. While our markets have been a major underperformer in the last 1 year, compared to the global peers, we are up only about 10%. Now talking about the macro indicators, dollar index की बात करें, so dollar index fell below the 98 mark. Usually a fall in dollar index is a good sign for emerging markets like us. It's like a dollar weakening against the basket of six major currencies. But on the other hand, we could see that the dollar is gaining strength against the rupee. So dollar has hit a new high, 90.77. So dollar continues to strengthen against the rupee. And as far as this keeps going on, it's very difficult for the FIIs to make money in our markets. If you look at the US government bonds 10-year yield, so post the interest rate cut by the Federal Reserve by a quarter point, so the government yields have kind of steadied. It's still below its 200-day EMA of 4.2%. So as far as it trades below the 4.1, 4.2%, no worries. But I think if we move above the 4.2% mark, so even the US yields will kind of become attractive going forward. And we have an important Bank of Japan policy announcement this Friday, wherein a rare rate hike is factored in. So obviously there'll be yen carry trade repercussions. If the yields in Japan becomes attractive, we could expect a lot of flows moving to Japan or maybe some to US. Because as far as dollar keeps strengthening against the rupee, we can't expect the FIIs flows in our markets because they're anyway going to lose value on their investments. So I feel if US yields are still attractive, it's around 4.2. Even Japan, if they go for a rate hike, chances are that even Japanese markets will look attractive going forward. If you look at crude oil, so crude oil has been in a downward trajectory. $60 a barrel is where the resistance is, and crude oil is in a falling mode, which is a silver lining for us, especially at a time when dollar is at the all-time highs. So on the downside, we can test 55 $56 a barrel, while on the upside, as long as it stays below $60 a barrel, there is no signs to worry. If you look at India VIX continues to cool off. If you see, that has been the trend since the last 4-5 trading sessions. It's near its major support of 9.5, 9.6. Any fall below this level can only give good comfort to the bulls. You can see there was a scare in between. It tried to move past the 13 mark. But then since then, the India VIX has been in a falling mode. If you look at silver, so silver encountered profit booking in Friday's session. And again, silver, there is some renewed buying interest seen in silver. It's at around $63.3 an ounce. So silver continues to move up higher with around $59 an ounce acting as a strong support. On the other hand, even gold continues to see strong buying interest. So we could see gold is up around 1%. It has breached the $4,250 an ounce mark, and it continues to move up higher. And I think the current rise can extend towards $4,400 an ounce in the short term. If you look at the FII positioning, so FIIs continued to sell in the cash market on Friday, and now they have been net sellers in the last 12 consecutive sessions. So in the cash market alone, they have sold close to 24,650 crores in the last 12 trading sessions. Nevertheless, DIIs have been buyers, retail investors have been buyers, but FIIs have been relentlessly selling in our markets. And even if you look at the long short ratio, the net index futures contracts has gone up from minus 87,000 to minus 1,50,000. And the long short ratio has dropped from 18.7 to almost 10.09. So we could clearly see that FII still have more not relatively, significantly high short positions compared to long positions in index futures, wherein they hold 90% shorts and 10% longs. So FIIs, no signs of short covering. There could be variety of reasons. Some of them that we have already discussed. Probably right now, Indian markets might not look very attractive considering the fact that dollar is at 90. Secondly, the nominal GDP numbers, haven't picked up. Thirdly, the delayed progress on the India-US trade deal that is keeping the participants on tenterhooks. And probably, Bank of Japan raising that could raising the rates that could probably push the yields higher. So chances are that Japanese markets might kind of look attractive as investors try to prefer safer assets like bonds over riskier assets like equities. So we'll have to wait and see as to what can be that trigger. So we'll have Bank of Japan. That's the major policy announcement. Usually the last 10 days of December, it's the holiday season in the US and probably a lot of European markets. So there will be less activity as far as the FIIs are concerned. Then we'll have the Q3 numbers in the month of Jan, and then we have the big event on the February 1st, that is the union budget. If we look at how Nifty is moving up, so if you look at the daily chart, like we had discussed, the 26,200, that's the previous swing high for Nifty. So Nifty, it took a strong bounce. So if we look at the 100 days and 50-day EMA here, Nifty kind of managed to hold above its 50-day EMA. There was a sharp move on Friday. And though we started lower, there was some intraday pullback that we saw on an intraday basis. But I think this trend line continues to act as a major resistance for Nifty. I think we need to move above the 26,050, 26,100 mark. That will be an immediate hurdle for Nifty. I think if we cross the 26,100 mark, chances are that we can move towards 26,200, followed by 26,300. While on the downside, the 50-day EMA of 25,750, 25,800, that zone is likely to act as a strong support. As long as Nifty holds this zone, chances are that the trend is likely to be positive. Upside momentum is possible only once 26,050, 26,100 is taken out. We need a breakout above this trend line resistance. I think once we get that, then chances are that Nifty can keep moving up higher. If you look at the intraday chart for Nifty today, so we started lower. It kind of, I think it took support around the 25,900 mark. And from there on, we could see a steady recovery. But again, if you see from the last 30, 40 minutes or so, Nifty has been consolidating in a tight range. So as long as we don't get a breakout about 26,050, 26,100, upside momentum looks quite unlikely. If you look at Sensex, so Sensex also has a pretty much similar story as far as the daily chart is concerned. So we can see that even Sensex has been moving in a lower high formation. The second high is lower than the first high, and there was again a good recovery by Sensex. Sensex closed above its 20-day EMA on Friday. Even though Sensex opened lower, we could see an intraday pullback. And I think this trend line resistance of 85,400, 85,500, that continues to act as a strong resistance. We need to move above this trend line. That is likely to act as a crucial hurdle. Any move above 85,400, 85,500, that could take the prices higher towards 85,800. And if we take out 85,800, we can move towards the previous high of 86,100, 86,200 levels. So for now, relatively, though the sentiment is bullish, but there are some key hurdles on the upside. While on the downside, 84,400, 84,500, we could see Sensex taking support from this area a couple of times. So around 84,400, 84,500, that zone is likely to act as a strong support for Sensex. If we look at Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty has been hovering around its 20-day EMA since the last 5 sessions now. So in the last week, we saw it closed above, closed below, closed above. Again, Friday also, we saw some good traction in Bank Nifty. but it was unable to break the 59,400, 59,500 barrier. If we see on the 10th of December, 59,440, then again 59,423, then again 59,545. Then today it's at the high is around 59,516. I think we need a decisive breakout above 59,500 in Bank Nifty. That's a key resistance zone for Bank Nifty here. While this trend line is likely to act as a strong support, so on the downside, 58,800, 58,900, that is likely to act as a strong support for Bank Nifty. While any move above 59,500, the level that Bank Nifty has failed to decisively cross, that would be a key trigger for Bank Nifty to move up higher again. So need a strong close above 59,500. I think once we get that, even Bank Nifty can move higher towards 59,800, followed by 60,100 in the short term. So all in all, the trend for all the three major indices looks positive. It's just that the trend line, downward sloping trend line resistance is acting as a barrier. And I think once we get a breakout above the trend line, chances are that all the three indices can keep moving higher. If we look at the heat map today, so as far as the financial services space are concerned, HDFC Bank is down 0.5%, ICICI is flat. The Bajaj Twins are also down. Shriram Finance, all the financial services companies are doing well. HDFC Life is down around 1%, while the other private players are relatively quiet today. Kotak Bank and Axis Bank are relatively flat. If we look at the IT index slightly outperforming, but if you look at Infi and HCL Tech, apart from those names, almost all the other names are trading flat as far as IT is concerned. There is a good profit booking that we are seeing in the auto space. Mahindra is down around 1.5%. Bajaj is down around 1.2%. Eicher Motors is down around 1.7%. Even though there is no traction in the oil and gas space as well. ONGC is down around 2%. Reliance is down 0.13%. Coal India is also down 0.22% here. So no support from the key sectoral heavyweights like your oil and gas, IT and BFSI. Auto is also down. FMCG is seeing some traction in today's trade. Hindustan Unilever is up around 1%. ITC and Tata Consumer is also up. ITC is up 0.4%. Tata Consumer is up around 0.85%. If you look at the metal index, again, some profit booking and choppiness as far as the cement and metal stocks are concerned. So Ultratech, Grasim, both are down in the range of 0.3 to 0.5%. JSW Steel, Hindalco is down. Bharti Airtel is also down 0.45%. There is some recovery in Indigo. The fact that the operations are kind of stabilizing. So Indigo has seen a bounce from the lower levels. It's up around 2.38%. Adani is down. Asian Paints also post some profit booking. There is some buying interest that is seen. BL again continues to move slightly higher. The overall defense space is still underperforming. There is some pullback that we are seeing from the lower levels in the defense stocks here. So all in all, the market breadth is not very positive with the key sectoral heavyweights like oil and gas, IT and BFSI not really supporting the market, and also auto for that matter. If we look at which are the key sectors that has done well in the last 5 days, one would be metal. Metal, we saw Friday had a very good closing in the metal index. So metal again, though there is some profit booking that we are seeing in the index today, overall the trend is positive. Realty is also seeing some renewed traction. Phoenix Limited is one stock from the realty space that is probably doing well. PSU banks post the profit booking are seeing some traction. Like Canara Bank and all these names are kind of doing well in today's trade. But as far as the laggards are concerned, so IT is seeing some profit booking in the last 1 week. Defense continues to be down. It's 0.4% down. Capital markets is down around 0.59%. If we see from a 1 month perspective, so again, IT private banks are doing well compared to the PSUs. So there was a time when PSUs were doing well and private banks were lagging behind. And now post the sharp rally, it's PSUs that are taking a breather, and there are some names in the private banking space that are doing well. CPSE, tourism, defense, realty. Though the last 5 days have been good for realty, but if you look at the last 1 month's trend, defense is one particular sector that is largely underperforming the Nifty index. If we look at the key stocks to watch out, the first name that comes to my mind is Balu Forge. Let me just switch on the moving averages here. So as far as Balu Forge is concerned, so Balu Forge has been kind of consolidating in a range. If you look at the last 3 days, it was moving in a tight range, and then there is some buying interest that is seen today. The stock is up nearly about 2.2%. There is one major overhang for Balu Forge that is somewhere around the 655, 660 level. Uh, I think once we get a strong breakout above 660, then chances are that we can move towards 680, followed by 700 levels, with around 630 on the downside. That is the previous swing low. 630 is the level that is likely to act as a support for Balu Forge. Apart from that, Shriram Pistons is one other stock that looks good. If you remember, we had looked at this breakout in Shriram Pistons. अगर आप 5 दिसंबर का मिड मार्केट देखोगे तो उस दिन हमने देखा था. आई थिंक द ब्रेकआउट वाज फॉलोड बाय गुड वॉल्यूम्स. The stock kind of moved up, and for the last 3 days it kind of took a breather, and there was a follow through move again in Shriram Pistons here. uh, you can see that the MACD histogram bars are very strong, so that indicates that the momentum is on the bullish side. The ADX also continues to rise. That indicates that the bullish trend strength is intact. So I feel Shriram Pistons is one stock that can do well with around 3060. The Friday's low is likely to act as a strong support, and the stock can move higher if it is able to sustain above the current levels. I think we can see 3300, 3400 levels in Shriram Pistons. Apart from that, Usha Martin is one another stock that looks good. If we see that the stock has given a breakout for a major part since the late November, that is around 20th November or so, the stock was moving in a tight sideways range, with the 100-day EMA acting as a strong support for the stock. The RSI is in a rising mode. The breakout is also supported by a volume surge as well. There is a crossover. MACD line has crossed over the signal line, and you can see that even in ADX, the DI plus has crossed over DI minus. So Usha Martin also looks poised to move up till 480, 500 levels in the short term, with around 440 acting as a strong support for the stock. Apart from that, even RR Cable. So RR Cable is also one stock that looks good. There is also, you can say there is a head and shoulder pattern. So you can see this is the shoulder. This is your big head. Again, this is your shoulder here. So I think once this 1450 1470 level gets taken out, then chances are that we could see a strong rally in RR Cable. The stock is also nicely moving in a higher high, higher low formation. But this zone has acted as a stiff resistance for the stock. So you can see 1450, again 1450, 1470. There was an attempt here once again. Again, it is trying to break past this resistance level here. I think so. Once this level is taken out, I feel RR Cable can see a swift movement on the upside. Apart from that, even IOC is one stock that is doing well today. So even IOC since late November, it was consolidating in a tight range, with the 50-day EMA acting as a strong support. Today, the stock has broken out of the range here, and we could see that even the volumes have been rising since the last two sessions. The RSI has recovered swiftly from almost 45. It has gone to 57, and we could see the shrinking MACD red histogram bars, which indicates that the buyers are kind of taking control. And there is a crossover in ADX where the DI plus has crossed over DI minus. So that indicates that there is definitely some bullish momentum that is picking up in IOC. Apart from that, even GPPL, Gujarat Pipavav Port Limited. So we saw this stock. The stock has been taking support from its 20-day EMA. So this 20-day EMA has been acting as a strong support for GPPL. So there was one bounce here again. It held on to its 20-day EMA here, and the stock has moved up higher. The RSI continues to be above 60. The MACD slope is pointing upwards, and the 20-day EMA is acting as a dynamic support for the stock. So I feel around 182, 184, that zone is likely to act as a strong support for GPPL, and any sustained move above 190, 192, that can lead to GPPL moving up higher. One under stock is Britannia. If you look at Britannia Industries, even Britannia is kind of breaking out of the range. If we see from almost for nearly a month, that is since 11th of November, the stock was consolidating in a range with around 5,770 acting as a strong support, while around 5,980 on the upside, that was acting as a strong resistance. And we could see that today the price has broken out of the range. The RSI is in a rising mode, just near about the 60. The DI plus, DI minus, DI plus is well above the DI minus, plus the DI lines are widening, which indicates towards strengthening bullish strength, strengthening bullish bias. And also, if you can see that the green histogram bars have started to form, that indicates that the buyers are kind of taking control in Britannia Industries. And the last stock that I want to discuss today is the stock that we had kind of discussed last week, that is Gravita. So अगर Gravita की बात करें, so we had got a downward sloping trend line breakout in Gravita. Then I think post the breakout, the stock kind of retested the trend line, and the trend line which acted as a resistance earlier here has now acted as a support. And since then, the stock has given a sharp move on the upside. I feel around 1770, that level is likely to act as a strong support for Gravita, and any sustained move can lead to price moving higher towards 1930, 1950 levels in the short term. There is a crossover. MACD has crossed over the signal line. RSI is well above the 60 mark. So all in all, even Gravita looks positive. So these are the stocks. These are some of the stocks that you can have in your watch list. So we have discussed the markets today, and that was all about today's mid-market session. I hope it was informative. And now let us start off with our question and answer. If you have any queries, any doubts, do let me know in the chat box, and I'll be happy to answer them. Mukesh Vadvaji is saying alkylamine. Just a second. Avoid alkylamine because see, the overall trend is still down. Looks like the next support is probably in the zone of 1570, 1580. So it's better to avoid alkylamine for now. Yeah, the metal counters are doing well, Parthasarthiji. So if you look at Nation Alam is good. Probably you can consider around 260, 265 as support. Hind Copper, see, the chart structure is good. It's just that it has kind of run up a lot. It moved around 7% on Friday. But nevertheless, around 360, 365, that level is likely to act as a strong support. Even if you look at Vedanta, Vedanta also looks positive. So around 525, 528, that is where you can keep support for Vedanta here. So overall, metal space is doing well, Parthasarathiji. You can probably kind of consider these stocks. The Pharma Labs, I think wait for it. I think you can consider around 700, 705 as a support, and Aarti Labs, Anubhavji. It's just that the trend is still not very improved. Matlab the chart structure is still very weak here. I feel it might go up steadily, but until then you can have around 700, 705 as a support for the stock. Yeah, Manoharji, IDFC First Bank is good. The private banks, like I said, they are doing well. I think it is where you can keep the support in IDFC Bank. Yeah, even GMR Airports is good. There is a strong candle that we saw on Friday, though there was some profit booking from the highs. But I feel around 98 is likely to act as a strong support for GMR Airports. Nuvoco, avoid Nuvoco because the chart structure is still down, though there is a pullback here. That structure hasn't improved significantly. So better to avoid Nuvoco for now. IOCL would go interim dividend. Ex interim dividend of 5 on 18 December. Are you talking about IOC? Are you talking about IOC or IOCL? Because I can see IOCL as well. Uh, IOC, it's not very liquid. I think you're talking about IOC if I'm not wrong. Yeah, IOC is good. Chart structure is kind of improving here. So around 160. IOCL. Which stock is IOCL? I can't see IOCL here. Can you help me with the symbol? Might be some other stock. I think if you can help me with the symbol name, because when I type IOCL, uh, kind of shows me something else. Maybe let me know the exact symbol name. UPL is good, Murthy ji. Ha, Indian Oil, na? IOC, that is IOC only, right? Yeah, IOC is good. I think around 160 is a strong support and looks like it can go up higher. Good. The chart structure is positive. Federal Bank is also good, Sridhar ji. Federal Bank, it has kind of broken the resistance today. One of the private sector names that are doing well. I think around 255 is likely to act as a strong support for Federal Bank. Very Canes, I would say avoid because so it's better to avoid bottom fishing in this stock. Let it settle down because it has had a massive fall. I think 3830, 3850 is a strong support. I think any move below 3830 can lead to more pain here. So it's better to avoid Canes for now. Let's wait for some reversal signs before we look to pick up the stock again. Vedanta is good. Maybe you can consider around 525, 528 as a stop loss for Vedanta. Overall, the chart structure is positive. The price continues to keep moving higher in a higher high, higher low formation. So overall, it's good. Around 525, 527, 528 is where you can keep your stop loss. Usha Martin, we discussed Manoharji. Usha Martin is good. I think you can consider 435, 440. That zone is likely to act as a strong support for the stock. Which is the Rico Auto. Rico Auto, I'm not sure. I think wait until 125, 130 gets taken out. I think once 125, 130 gets taken out on the upside, then chances are that price can move up higher. There is some choppiness. It moves up, it comes down again, it moves up, and then it comes down here. A clear trending move nahi hai Rico Auto mein. So it's better we wait for a breakout above 127 and then probably consider entering if we have to. Neelam ji is asking for VMM. Vishal Mega Mart, it's at a very crucial level. I think it needs to hold its 200-day EMA, that is around 128, 129. अगर ये 128, 129 hold करता है तो it's good. It can move up on the upside, but I think below 128, the price can fall further. दिलकुश जी मैंने अभी बताया उषा मार्टिन रिको ऑटो I just considered so Usha Martin is good. Like I said, you can consider holding. It's a good It's kind of moved up a lot. So around 435, 440 is where you can consider your stop loss. Even Rico Auto wait until 128 gets taken out on the upside, because there is some choppy movement in Rico Auto Industries here. What is the significance of beta on small caps? Ideally, see, because small cap is still underperforming. If you look at the ratio chart of small cap by Nifty, we can clearly see that. But it's in a way it's good. I think we have seen that whenever it has come to this zone, small cap has kind of recovered. So you can see there was a recovery here, then a recovery here, then from that same level there was a recovery, then it recovered here, and again small cap has come to its support. So ideally, if you see some improving chart structures in the small cap space, maybe you can go for a staggered approach. But don't go heavy on small cap still, because the overall trend is still bearish. And even if you look at small cap 100, it trades below all the key moving averages. So it could be a small bounce. The trend is down. There could be a pullback, and who knows, maybe one more fall can probably drag the prices even down. So I would say if you really want to take a chance, maybe go with extremely small quantities. And if it goes up, then keep adding on at certain intervals, but don't go heavy on small caps at this point, because the overall trend is still not very positive in the small cap space here. uh, Manoj is saying, sir, holding Techem, should I continue? Techem is good. Techem you can continue to hold. Techem can move up higher. I think if it takes out 1600, then I think the stock can move up even higher. The overall trend is positive. I think you can continue to hold it around 1555, 1560. Consider that as a stop loss or a support for Techem. You can continue to hold Techem. uh, Aditya Birla Capital is good. If you look at Aditya Birla Capital, so Aditya Birla Capital has been, see, the overall trend is positive. It is trading well above its 20-day EMA. I think the next momentum will probably come in once 365, 368 is taken out on the upside. And I think once we get a breakout about 365, 368, chances are that Aditya Birla Capital can move up higher. I feel immediate support would be around 345. So as long as it holds about 345, you continue to stay positive on Aditya Birla. Tata Steel, it's good. The momentum is positive in Tata Steel. The overall metal space is doing well. यहाँ पे 200 डे EMA से एक स्ट्रॉन्ग बाउंस हमें देखने को मिला था टाटा स्टील में. आई थिंक अराउंड 165, 167 का स्टॉप लॉस लेके आप कंसिडर कर सकते हो. दैट कुड बी द सपोर्ट लेवल, and I think it can move higher. I think we can expect 175, 180 if we get any sustained move above the current levels. Yeah, continue to hold Dilkush ji, Techem. Birla Soft again, positive. I think it's just taking a breather post the sharp run. And I think once we get move above 440, then again we can see extended up move in Birla Soft as well. So it went up again, consolidated, went up, consolidated, went up sharply and consolidated. So good that it is moving in a higher high, higher low formation. And I think once 440 is taken out on the upside, chances are that the price can move up higher. Between Shriram Finance and IFL, very tough question, because both the stocks are good. Shriram Finance काफी positive, and the overall financial services space is doing well. So I think around 835 is a strong support for Shriram Finance. Even IIFL for that matter, the chart structure is positive. So around 545 is likely to act as a strong support. But maybe we can do a ratio chart analysis. Between the two, I think Shriram Finance, I think once we get a breakout above 1.54, I think high chances are that Shriram Finance is likely to do well as compared to IIFL, purely going on the basis of ratio charts. Okay, any other queries? And tomorrow, from 4 to 5, we are going to have an interesting webinar that will be on ratio charts. How to create ratio charts, how to interpret ratio charts, how to find outperforming sectors based on ratio charts, how to look at underperforming sectors, how to pick strong stocks from the outperforming sectors. What are the things to focus on? So we'll be having an extensive discussion tomorrow from 4 to 5. So looking forward to your presence. Robin ji, SBI, I can't give a view on SBI due to compliance. We are not allowed to give a view on SBI or any of the SBI group companies because we are not allowed by the compliance to give a view on the same. Any other stock, do let me know in the chat box. GMDC. GMDC, I think again there is some choppiness in GMDC. It's very important that it holds 480, 490 on the downside. And as long as 480, 485 is held on the downside, chances are that it can move up higher. I think we can see GMDC moving towards 580, 585 levels in the short term. Okay, so I guess that's all from today's mid-market session. I hope it was informative. Neelamji is asking for NMDC. NMDC is also good. You can continue to hold with around 75.5 as an SL. चप्पा जी अवॉइड ट्रेंड डाउन ट्रेंड में है, इसको अवॉइड करना. इंडिगो भी फिलहाल के लिए अवॉइड करना बिकॉज डोंट गो फॉर बॉटम फिशिंग इन दीज काउंटर्स बिकॉज ट्रेंड केन्स इंडिगो काफी इसमें नेगेटिविटी है फिलहाल के लिए. वेट फॉर द केओस टू सेटल डाउन एंड प्रॉब्ली देन यू कैन लुक इनटू. You will still get good opportunities, but wait it out. I think don't go for bottom fishing for now. AC spike was short-lived. Still, the overall trend is negative. See, it is still not managed to hold above its 20-day EMA here. You are very good, sir, in analysis. Thank you so much, Sudhakar ji. 361 WAM. I think wait for a breakout above 1175, 1180. So there is a downward sloping trend line here. So you can see there is a multiple resistance around this trend line. I think we can expect an upmove once 1175, 1180 is taken out. Until then, the structure is likely to remain weak. Okay, so I guess that's all from today's mid-market session. I hope it was informative. Tomorrow we'll have two sessions, one at 12:30, our usual mid-market, and then we'll also meet at 4 o'clock tomorrow for the session on ratio charts. Today, my colleague Gautam will be doing a webinar at 4 o'clock on option premiums, how the premiums are decoded. And look forward to your presence, guys. That is happening on SBI Securities YouTube channel. Until then, bye guys. Take care and stay safe. And see you all tomorrow at 12:30. Take care, guys. Bye.